How does it feel to be in business with event? That's just his style. All or nothing. But Aventurine's luck. As for the 2 cases...
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
We made a mistake last. So that's it. They were the...
You...
Well, spit it.
So you know each other. That's right.
Hey! What?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going.
Why don't we just let... Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Apologies. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you... You think you... Wait, are you for...
Not possible. It was...
Uh,
I'm not letting you get...
Huh?
hold on, sir. We
Who exactly is this Gallagher?
He...
It was the
he'll do.
Sorry. No can do. Everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling.
Another way. Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry. Everyone, you...
Sorry, but
No? Do I really? If that's the case...
No.
Looks like he still doesn't want to
Let me... Whoa! Time to clock out!
at least he won't be.
I was wondering what all the commotion was.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Mr. Gallagher.
Of course I do. I had an encounter.
This is also the reason why.
The nameless involved with the...
Why?
It's nothing. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream...
Mr. Gallagher.
Oh, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case?
Even after that chilling tragedy, other than
the family itself is a huge... Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a...
Interesting analogy.
But the human body has its limits.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment...
Just pointing out the facts.
Why do you say that?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain... As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation...
In the end, the dreams that people built and then... I'm sure you've gained a lot from this.
Of course. Don't mind.
Take your time.
This is what I've seen, and... Someone once said to me, Kanakoni wasn't... I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall, when time stopped for people. Were the spirits of the rich and impoverished. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream...
There might be a way to change.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber...
There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of... They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wish.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move to. And that man, he was the sun. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings, countless others would.
A fitting metaphor for the name. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet I too have even if not completely similar. The story you just told. I ended that man's life. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am.
It's fine.
There's something I still.
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the... They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky. Then, what if... Then why exactly?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony?
This voice.
Though I don't, my bullets will...
Imposter? Who are you?
Huh?
I'm the Garden of Recollect. I don't know what you're talking about. Not quite. She's clearly not a path...
Well, that lady's pet is an emanator.
You look... I thought this was... just tell me it's...
So,
Yes. And I'm...
great.
Oh, you've got a...
My conversation with... I even managed to recover the gift
Sounds like...
That's all I can say. Go.
That's true.
Well, who knows?
You are in...
Maybe I am.
Fine.
What's this? Asking me to solve... But the way you're all on edge about that...
Would you be willing to... Wow, how fabulous!
Well,
That's...
sure thing.
death? Well, if you're up for... It was like they were in some sort of coma.
Thank you. Unexplained coma. I can feel something.
The world. You.
Oh, great show, Wills.
Death. The effects were awful.
Is that...
Yeah. What else can you...
What a joke. A monster covered in... The disturbing voice in my head.
Sip of liquor. Oh? Or are you just...
You really shouldn't drink so much.
Oh?
The devil of soul.
They...
Does everyone have to go through...
Take care, my friend. You don't look good.
That won't be necessary.
All right, then.
Well...
Stowaways.
All right. What was I?
You want to talk to me?
How did your boss talk you?
Well, I thought about it.
Guess she's.
What is this?
Yes, it.
Is this for real?
No, it's not much. I just want.
Oh, you sound. He's an Intellitron, so.
Hey. The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around.
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no is never...
Well done. I admit I underestimated. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now. And the other, though she is still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find her again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence. And that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions...
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious... If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threats seriously at all, otherwise.
I have my own ways. That's all you.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent...
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So,
Can a commodity code...
silence! The guys... But I figured your first task... Go! Play a game with them.
You're insane.
Testing...
Aren't you worried that the money you...
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. But you look good. And that's why
How much did you...
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know?
I'll take my chances. 30 Tanba. If I come back alive...
Are you Yeah, sorry, but, that won't do. You're just a chip. A life... It's all or nothing.
Some friends from the old days.
Oh, I have the whole... This bar offers a wide variety of drinks. What would you like to drink? I'll whip...
Look! A lady has...
Who's Serval?
Oops!
Just spare them, I'm getting up there and...
They're all under the kin...
That's exactly what... The discussion might take quite some time.
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my love.
Oh, did you hear that?
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more...
Only then can a...
In other words, what you get from your...
Check out this half and... drinking.
Did you find the bottle?
Then... what should we exchange? Whoa! Happiness belongs... that's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
But you come with me.
As you see...
Fine.
Just...
What's her deal?
Hey, can you do that? Time is running out.
Yeah, I'm count...
You're one of Siobhan. I just don't... I've seen it. The crowd is going. I've seen.
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get. I'm too timid. You don't know. I know.
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to.
I just don't get. Those Well, maybe here's the payment for the drink.
Amaki is when you're ready, go.
That being said, so go ahead. Nice work. You found some in. Each drink has its own unique flavor. The original formula is set. Now that you've chosen the base, the taste is after those despicables sent Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick it. A symbol of bravery and, well, it's done. Here's to you, Trailblazer, with this glass to the sad truth.
The richness and layers of these flavors. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if you're the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Does this true taste?
Yeah.
Let's dig deeper into the case. All right. Look, she managed to fool me at first, but here's the thing. She simply vanished.
Huh?
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's... Let me be frank. This case...
Dealt with before, so...
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. If you really want to delve deeper into this...
I guess it's...
You're very perceptive.
There's a message. Witness...
Hey, why are you laughing?
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure...
That's just our speculation. Actually...
Now I can assure you that your the family is considered to what? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever...
So, you want to...
Well, now you understand why. Because the watchmaker is not... You don't get it? What, Mikhail? The betrayer? Here we are. Clock Studio...
Wait, aren't we supposed...
The culture of a city reflect... You know that Penacony used to be the prolonged exposure to high... But everything has a price. He is Hanu. History is always written by the winners. However, these characters not only exist in Dreamville.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.